video, I wanted to enter the Replit app challenge where you show off some apps you've been working on using Replit. So this video, I'm going to go through three of my apps: my sports app, the GG Sports app, the Greater Good app, and the Level Up app. And these three apps are from my LLC, Apps for the Greater Good, stationed out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Once again, my name is Rasan Bey. I'm 39 years old and I'm dedicating to coming out with this company and business to create apps to make people's lives better and make the world better in general. So this is my logo, Apps for the Greater Good, right here, with people surrounding the globe utilizing devices. And let me share the sports app. Okay, so the first app I'm going to show you here is the sports app. And this app, GG Sports, Greater Good Sports, the ultimate sports community platform. This sports app is from an idea I had many years ago, back before I joined the military. I am a military veteran. I did 5 years in the Marine Corps, Semper Fi. So I joined in 2009. I had this idea probably 2008, the summertime of 2008, um, before I joined. And the idea was to have a sports app that tracks people's stats and shows where they can play at and shows their wins and their losses and allows them to challenge other people and have a leaderboard to show who's the best, and you have your team and you can have your teams play other teams and just have an app that completely encapsulates everything a sports person a sports player would need, and also even a sports coach, a referee, a scout, a fan, or a scorekeeper. I actually have, let me just show you quickly. I have these different user roles for player, coach, referee, scout, trainer, fan, and scorekeeper. And these different user roles is going to have different dashboards and features that allow that particular user role to carry out whatever they need to do, or have the utilities and the features accessible to them to enjoy the sports experience even better. So this is for the player, how the player looks right now, and it has the name, the attributes, and their ranking, games played, which is none right now because there's no data for it right now, but total wins, points scored, season points, and it has upcoming games. So this whole app and everything, which I'm gonna show you more, is just tailored around sports and giving the user the best sports experience possible. And I think this can revitalize communities and neighborhoods so much. I think it can. I think it can transform pickup games and playing with your friends or playing competitively out there in leagues and tournaments and stuff. It'd take it up to a whole new level because everything would be tracked, everything would be shareable and showable with social media. The scouts failed to switch role. I got to get this to switch. The scouts will be able to scout players. The players will be able to perform and have everything showing, like here, for instance, leaderboards and this is just some sample data right here, but leaderboards, and people be able to see, and all those stories of people saying it was somebody better than Michael Jordan or LeBron James, but they never made it. They just never made it. Those stories won't be around as much, if at all, if I could get this sports app and system and infrastructure really out there and going. It the the support system and the redundancy that can be created for players and users and even fans, will make players that much more successful and supported throughout their endeavors and their career. And also, playing sports is great for teaching young kids about teamwork and working hard and practice and getting the results and everything. So it's awesome. It really is. So you have your game center for the games, my active, all games completed, and you can create a game here. So I'll just do a test game, create basketball, location, test, home team. I'll just keep that the same. And there, the game is created. You click on it, and it has the home and away team. You can start the game. You can add players, and you can add players like right here. The name is test, and then you can go into here and change the value to do their stats. And then it has a validate button, and then bam, 2 points, and you can change the stats in and out. It has teams names and players. Another cool feature: who's got next? Manage the queue of teams waiting to play. The Who Got Next feature is for people when they go to the basketball courts or wherever, and they're waiting to play next. Sometimes there's arguing and fighting over who has next. With the Who Got Next queue feature, you can just queue up and you can see who has next. So they have run it back, number 2, bucket getters, number 3, the squad, 4, Coach Phil, 5, Tony on the whistle, referee. So you can queue and it will track who has next. And you can also click on the players, and um, it you can click on the players and select what team they're on, and then add, and then do their points from there as well, which is a feature I implemented. I wanted the scorekeepers and users to be able to get to the points and everything fast and quick. So you go straight from the who's got next queue. You can see who's on the team, click on them, do the points and stuff. So I thought that would be a good implementation. So you can go here to join queue, squad name, just do test, players, test, challenge message. We want the winners. That's awesome. Lock in spot. And we're down here at number 6. So game roster assembly: 4 out of 10 players, 1 out of 1 referee, 0 out of 1 scorekeeper, 1 coach. I have other features that I want to implement coming later, like matchmaking, live queue matchmaking, and everything. But that's more for like phase 2. After I get everything out and it's working and going, then I implement more complicated features. But I got a lot of really great ideas for this, and I think it could be sky's the limit. I really do. So yeah, you can control the points and the stats and everything. You can challenge down here, challenges, create a challenge players and teams to compete. The leagues right here, I have leagues and tournaments. Discover, join, and manage leagues and tournaments near you. So I wanted to track and cover all of the leagues and tournaments out there, so that players are a part of, so they can track their journey in the leagues and tournaments and their points scored and everything, and just have everything covered. So of course everyone knows about the Sunny Hill Basketball League. these aren't official leagues that are on my site. This is just prototype sample data of how it's going to function and look, but I think it's great so far. So yeah, Sunny Hill Basketball League, Drew League, Rucker Park, and you can click on them and it has details, teams, players, entry fee, format, age group, season, registration deadline. It has good information, and you can click join this league, which I'll show you in a second. And then it has the standings of the teams and rosters, and you can click on them and see the players. Yep. So join this league. You click on it, bam, you're a member of the league. And go back to league, Sunny Hill. Where is it at? Add team. And you can add a team, search team. And this is just pre-made ones, I think, from data that's out there. So I have the leagues and everything being tracked as well. So I'm really excited for users to start using this, and I can get some good user data and really work with this. Have the leaderboards. We have the live games. So live, upcoming, completed, total games. And you can do find and join games, create a game, test, basketball, max players, score limit, location, test. And I'm just going to do this real quick. Oops. And there it is, test right here. So you have your games and everything. I do want to have the Google API keys and have the Google Maps and everything auto-filled and everything. But just starting out and to avoid complication and also pricing, because I don't have much right now. It's hard to afford. So I'm just not doing the Google Maps and API keys and stuff, but I do want to implement that. But for now, users to just create the game and they just have to go to it and know what's what and figure it out, which most communities, most grassroots naturally formed communities, they always find quirky ways and clever ways to do and get around stuff. So I'm not too worried. Okay, and another feature that I implemented was racing. I grew up in Philly, and growing up with my friends, we would race in the street and in the parks and on the fields all the time to see who was the fastest. And just like the streamer, I Show Speed, who races a bunch of people, like it was like that. It was always fun. So I implemented an app and a feature to kind of encompass that and provide the same features and support and utilities for running and racing, just the same that my sports app is doing for sports players. So here it says sprint, dash, race anywhere, street, park, track, time it, rank it, own it. And you have my active, my completed, other active, all completed. And then you go to create your first race or new race. And we have the title, test. It's going to be a sprint. And they have all these different options, which is really great. Dash, middle distance, long distance, relay, street race, park run, trial run, fun run. So keep it on sprint. We'll do 60 meters, one lap, and where. So we have the different environments. The beach, right? That would be crazy. So street, track, park, trail, beach, indoor, treadmill, sidewalk, neighborhood, highway, stadium. We'll keep it street, asphalt, location, test, and max runners 2. No false starts, create race. And once the race is created, you go into it and you have it right here. So we have some test names, runner names, Speed Demon, lane 1, age 23, personal best, 12 seconds, add. And then we'll do another test. Speed, uh, speed, I was gonna say speed devil, but I don't want to be too negative, demonic. Uh, speed angel. Okay, lane 2, age 23, personal best 12. So you add, and we got both runners, both participants. Start race, and we say the speed angel finishes at 10, and then the speed demon finishes at 13. And we got the winner, Speed Angel. And this is the details right here. It looks great. Like, I really love how Replit did this. I've been saying on my other streams and throughout my streams, like, I think this Replit is doing a great job. And if this is just the beginning, well, not technically the beginning because it's been going for a little while now, but essentially this is the beginning and it can only get better. Like, this is amazing and phenomenal. And I want to keep utilizing it. And I hope we can just get this technology to be the best it can be and help humanity. We got to make sure it's safe, but yeah, help humanity because this is amazing. So yeah, you have the details, visualization right here, average speed, miles per hour, spread, average, fastest. So this is a racing feature app that I implemented. And I think people like I Show Speed and other runners or people who love to practice or train or compete, we'll have it ready for you. I'll have it ready for you. I think this is some great features and capabilities with these apps, and I think sky's the limit. I really do. This is great. So, is there anything else in particular with this? Is the fine players? Yeah, my teams. You have your teams that you play with. Um, it's not switching the profiles right now, but the other profiles have other features and stuff. Like the coach, you can set practices and drills and workouts. As the trainer, you can set drills and workouts. The scout, you can scout players. The referee, you can call games. The fan, you can vote for your best players and stuff. And the scorekeeper, you can keep track of the stats. So I'll get that working. It just does it sometimes. Also, I'm gonna go to my Greater Good app. I am, because this is so much. It's a lot. It really is. So yeah, this is the sports app for the sports community. Um, Greater Good Sports app, GG Sports, and I think this could revolutionize playing sports, having leagues, having tournaments, competing with locals, competing nationally and internationally and all over the world. I think it'll be great and phenomenal. I really do. And I think the kids coming up would benefit the most out of it, and the parents, the parents also. So I hope this gets high consideration for the Replit challenge. I really do, because this is all great and phenomenal. Okay, next up is the Greater Good app. Okay, this is the Greater Good app. And let me see if I can get to it. Okay, yep. For the greater good of humanity, community power change. Join a global network of neighbors working together to clean streets, create jobs, advance technology, and build stronger communities, one mission at a time. So we have the command center, which is the dashboard, community jobs, which is a feature that I implemented to get everybody who needs a job or wants a job um, a job in their community or not too far away, or if you got to relocate, you got to relocate, but to get everybody a job and that's productive and and useful and problem solving and opportunistic, and people have an income and get what they need, and just try to find a way to solve problems and rid issues, in inner city communities where people may not have access to jobs or may not have the mindset of getting a job. I really want to push the narrative that you can make a small change in your life or your community, and you should get rewarded and paid for it, and it's okay to be a productive contributing member to society, just helping out and living a good life. Like, I want to push that narrative and push the message to be positive. You don't have to be negative and do bad things to make it come up. And I think we need much more incentive for the young people in this world to do good and live a good life. So they need all the support they can get, and I'm gonna try to provide that for them. With the community jobs feature, there's also the block cleaning feature to clean up neighborhoods and cities, and the tech lab feature, collaborate on research projects advancing community technology. And here it says ready to make a difference. So we'll get started with the Greater Good app. And here we are. Command Center, real time coordination hub for greater good initiatives, tracking community impact, research breakthroughs, and neighborhood transformations across the globe. So it has different statistics and nice data right here. Community members. No, this is not a real number. I wish it was. Hopefully we'll get there, but this is how it looks. And we have the community right here with the different members. Community jobs. Here's the community jobs feature. Total jobs, open positions, active workers, job categories, filled roles, critical needs. And you can scroll the job board and look at all the different jobs. And you can scroll here and it breaks it up by category. So, like right here, it says repairs. What I'm hoping is users will just put in jobs like they need for repairs or companies or whatever, but and then people can go in and apply for the job or submit for the job, and it'll get taken care of. Just like with the contractors, I have that with the contractors here, um, so they can go in and set their price for fixing things up, which I'll explain in a little bit. Okay, so now projects is what people will be posting that they're working on, or they want things changed, or like community garden enhancement, bike lane safety improvements, senior city technology classes. And as you can see, there's a funding 0 out of 2,500 and a fund and details button. So one aspect of this app is bringing people together to work together to solve problems and crowdfund it. What I'm hoping is, and I'll explain this, show this with Grok. If we get hundreds of thousands, millions, billions of people all on the same page, it would take micro donations, only 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 cents to solve most of our problems. If you lump something all that together, that's millions and billions of dollars that we can use to solve our problems. So we come together and we crowdfund our most important needs down to our least important needs and conveniences, and we create the communities that we need. That's the idea, bringing everything together to solve our problems. It's basically like using a nuclear bomb to kill a mosquito. Like, bring the whole world together to solve the problems and the issues, to work on the technology. Greater good has a lot of upside and great potential, because if we can get people working on the same platform to solve problems and create opportunities and get jobs and internship and teach and lead, it's nothing we can't do. And most of our problems and the BS that's going on is irrelevant and minuscule and trivial. It's nothing compared to the power of us all working together. So this is one of the main missions for the apps for the greater good and the greater good movement, is creating a platform and a seed for the future. So down in the future, they'll be thanking us for coming together now and working together now, because they're going to need the resources and they're going to need it when things are really bad. We have no idea what the future is going to hold for us. So we got to take grasp and take hold now. Sorry about that rant. Okay, so we have events, discussions that people talk about, which would be a great icebreaker to get things going. Block cleaning. Block cleaning is for cleaning up neighborhoods and cities and environments and stuff. And we got the missions run active now, volunteers, amount of waste collected, blocks cleaned, impact points. And here you can click on it, and it brings the details up on the side. It has the neighborhood, the date, the duration, the blocks targeted, and it has what to bring. So you can click trash bags, grabber picker tools, work gloves, safety vests, brooms, rakes, and shovels, right? And buckets. Come down, and that's your loadout right here, your loadout. And you can change the quantity of how much you have. And under that is block progress. You got not started, in progress, and done. Click any blocks to cycle its status. So you click block one, now it's in progress. Click it again, now it's done. Click it again and it's off. Waste collected, and add 5 kilogram waste to the total. I'm just adding. So you can change the weight right there. The supply and the loadout for what you're bringing, and your squad members. So I think this block cleaning, getting people on the same page to start cleaning up and changing their neighborhood, I think is phenomenal and great, and could be a job creator and volunteer creator right there. So I think that's great. The growing food feature, I have a feature for growing food, grow, track, share, and distribute healthy food for our communities. So the idea with the growing food feature, once again, these apps are going to give us what we need to make sure everything um, is going to be the best it can be. And growing food is, of course, extremely important. So I want to get as many people growing as much food as possible so we have an abundance and surplus. And then we won't have to worry too much about market prices and everything. Like, it's a no brainer that we should be growing as much food as we can. And why not have an abundance and feed everyone and make sure it's all healthy? Like, it's a no brainer. So I have to get this implemented as well. So this shows gardens, active crops available, pounds harvested, growers, and of course organic, the type. They got crops by category. And down here is the stuff that's being grown. And there's also tips for growing food, top growing tips. So you can click right here, gardens, to look at the different gardens that there are. And you click on a garden. Well, it's not clicking, it's just showing it here. I thought it clicked. Okay, but it shows the community garden, like North Park Community Plot number 7, Community Garden Plot, and it shows where it's at and the crops, the full sun, the details. I'll show you more. I'll show you here actually. Like, you go to add a garden, and then you can do the name of the garden, your name, describe the garden, the neighborhood, the plot type, backyard, community, rooftop, indoor, greenhouse, raised bed, hydroponic, vertical, the size, soil type, grow zone, water source, and sun exposure. Create garden, and here it is right here. There's also crops you can look at by the different crops that are being grown, and you can change the stage of it, the stage of the crop. So this tracks the crops and everything, which is this is amazing. Like, I love how Replit did this. Like, this is really amazing, and I think this is the key ingredients, the foundation and stepping stones to having not a perfect society, because I guess nothing can be perfect, but a damn near close one. Like, we have everything tracked and organized and networked. Like, seriously. Oh man, I'm about to get my blood pressure is going up or something thinking about this, man. Like this, like, it's just the ideas that I get, like I can just see everything just working out. Like, we have the tools and technology. So we have the marketplace after crops, where it has the pounds and how much for pickup, delivery, and the network, who, growing what, where, and the tips. So we got everything covered just about. And this is for growing food and getting everything organized and situated with that for the communities. And also the tech lab, right here, the tech lab. Research, develop, and advance technology and inventions individually and collectively. So, research projects, active collaborators, expert advisors, active research. And this is how I framed it all when I prompted this: expert advisors and collaborators, like people working together under expert advisors. And we got them divided up by different categories right here. You can divide them up, go to all. This is all of them, like AI powered drug discovery platform, neural interface for paralysis recovery, modular combat fusion energy reactor, like clean energy. Like, this is what we should be working on together, everybody, just giving their 2 cents to see if it's the breakthrough we need for the technology we want and need. Like, I just dream of having a platform that you can tap into and people are actively working on technology and inventions, and you can add to it. Like, if we tap into the power of the collective humanity potential, there's nothing we can't accomplish. I know that for a fact. God gave a piece of himself to us. We can overcome anything. So the tech lab, and what else do we have with this? Um, can we? Yep. You can click on it and go into the details, the description. Which one? I want to click on another one. Yeah, the fusion energy reactor. Design and compact fusion reactor using advanced plasma confinement technologies that can be manufactured modularly and deployed in shipping container sized units, providing clean baseload power to remote communities. And milestone progress, plasma chamber design, superconducting magnet test in progress, chamber design completed December 31st. Research objectives, methodology. Like, I love all of this. This is great. Funding needed, support project. Like, we can do this together. We can micro fund, we can figure it out, we can join, come together and get this done in a jiffy. I think it would take 5 to 10 years, well, depending on the technology we're trying to develop. But just to clean up most of the BS and dumb stuff that's going on, 5 or 10 years, we can clean it up easy. Well, I say, yeah, 5 to 10. Yeah. Yeah. So this is the Greater Good app, and the contractors is for like register your business. It says here you have your name, your type, your specialty, years experience, phone, website, license number. Of course, this is not legit yet, but this is just for contractors to go in and set their prices, like on a project or something. Um, like bid on project here. Hold on 1 second. Got to take a quick break. Take care of something important. 1 second. Sorry. All right, I'm back. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. So that okay, now the greater good. Yeah, so the community projects, you click on it, and like I was saying, you bid on a project for the contractors. They go in, they bid. Um this is the contractor, select your business, proposal title, description, estimated cost, how long it'll take for them to do it, the scope of it, and a warranty. Let me see. Okay. Uh, I gotta figure out on. I might have to fix this select your business part right here. That's not a big problem, but I'll get that fixed. But yeah, the contractors will be able to submit their bid, and then people vote on the bid that the contractors put in, and we just bring everybody together. Everybody, um, expresses what they need, and we take care of it. I think is a great way to bring everybody together and use our technology for the greater good. I really do. All right, sorry, 1 second. Okay, now I'm gonna go to the Level Up app. Okay, so the Level Up app is basically an app that allows users to level up themselves, their avatar, and also important things around them, like maybe their house or their neighborhood, their street, their park, their community center, local store, the local park, the local forest or river. Maybe there's some volunteering, some cleaning, some pollution cleanup or promotion. And what it is it allows people to level up and track their progress and status, like strength and speed, push-ups, running time, um, taking care of a neighbor, their humanity, a mother taking care of her child and family, her motherness, her family love, like all these different attributes and categories. You get to level them up, and it's to create like a tracker and incentive for people to do things to level themselves up and level up others and level up their community, um, like an incentive based thing, the kind of give people um, like a goal post to aim for, an end zone to run to. Like if you know you can do 20 push-ups, do 25, and then you can track that and get bonuses and XP and rewards and stuff like that. So just an incentive based thing. And the idea is we have people leveling up, going on quests, leveling up, and them leveling up would be a good thing for them and their family and their community. So in turn, everybody will just be leveling up off of each other, helping each other out, working out together, going on runs, going to work, completing their job, completing the mission, inventing the technology, getting through the testing process, making sure it's a success, everything leveling up. And I want to have all these apps, the sports app, the greater good app, the level up app, all tied in, synchronizing off of one another. So this is it. Apps for the greater good, level up humanity, command your potential. I wanted it to have a futuristic theme. That's why it has the space futuristic theme. And all my other apps have kind of like a futuristic theme to them. So that's just the track that I'm going on that I like and I love. I'm a sci-fi nerd, and that's just how it is. I apologize if you don't like it, but it's for the greater good. So All right, so we have here personal evolution, sector restoration, global sync, enter command center. Okay, this is the command nexus, and this is the command center. Active streak 26 days. This is just sample data, it's not real. Sectors active, goals achieved, weekly actions. I added some things from before, my squads, my guilds, so you can have a squad and a team that you level up with, or a guild. We have different guilds for, like, I'll show you guild name test category, like a guild for physical fitness, mental intelligence, emotional fitness, community service, environmental stewardship, different categories, and a description and a color. So community service test, guild color purple is fine. And we got the guild created. Guild master, community service, guild XP, enter guild. So this is just something to get people kind of linked up and connected and like supporting one another. We have the user status where um we got the avatar of the person. That's me, Rasan Bey, total XP, streak, level 6. Over here we have like the aptitude matrix, physical, mental, emotional, community, and environmental. And it's kind of like a graph, a display of where you're at, which I think is really cool. So core attribute matrix, we got physical fitness, mental intelligence, emotional fitness, community service, environmental stewardship, and physical fitness, flexibility, balance, strength, speed, endurance, vitality, agility, mental intelligence, different stats here, problem solving, learning, intelligence. Wisdom. These aren't my real stats, but just data. But emotional fitness, self awareness, communication, empathy. So these are different things to track that people can do. Where is it, activity logs, like right here, push-ups 25 reps plus 10 XP, the physical fitness, mentor someone, community service plus 20 XP, play chess, mental intelligence plus 24 XP. So you can do these things and level up and advance and organize fundraiser, community service 10 XP, learning language, mental intelligence fit plus 15 XP. That'll probably be more. If I got something to say, yeah, I do have something to say about it. That'd be more. Learning language is a lot. That gotta be like a shit, 1,000 or something. Shit. Oh, pardon my language. But yeah, so these different things will just help people get better and help communities get better. So I think this is a great app, great feature, and has great promise and potential, especially paired and synergized up with the other apps. Sectors. So the different sectors are like different things in the environments and communities that you will want to level up, like your city, neighborhood, park, forest, river, ocean, beach, lake, mountain, school, library, store, etc. So you got the Philly sector, intersector, and you create directives to make it better. Participate in city council meetings, support local businesses, report infrastructure issues, join neighborhood watch, attend community events. So you can add a directive, XP reward value, issue command. And you can level up the sector, goal 001 from the directives. So this is where you can level up different sectors and things, and different parts of your community. And this is very futuristic terminology, like activity log, well, not activity logs, but sectors. And like here it says eject and initialize sector because I told it give it a futuristic thing, which I like, but that can be changed to make it more user friendly if people don't like it or understand it. But hopefully we can get everybody on a higher level, and we won't have to worry about it too much. So these are my apps, and I really hope that you enjoyed and understood this presentation. And I think there's great potential for these apps and great potential for humanity as a whole with us moving forward and moving into this new chapter of of existence with AI coming on now. So I say we master it and use it for the best of our benefit. And I'm excited to work with Replit. I'm excited to work with any other people that can help me get these apps done and out there. And I look forward to it. I really do. I really do. So thank you so much for being on the stream with me, everybody. And I will have another video on stream tomorrow or the day after. I hope you enjoyed the presentation, Replit, and I'm considered um, for as a nominee for your challenge. And if there's anything else you need to know, please contact me. Let me know. All right, everybody, have a good night. I hope you enjoy your weekend and your week is going good for you. Tomorrow's hump day. We can get through it. Shout out to my daughter Asira. I love you very much, baby girl. And take care, everybody. Peace out. Bye.